Okay guys, welcome to this video. Today's video is on how to check all the levels in your car. Okay, so it's a pretty simple one, but it's one of the most effective ones, especially coming into the winter time. We need to check your water level, your washer level, and then obviously checking your oil, power steering fluid and brake fluid. Okay, so usually on vehicles, on the caps, it'll tell you exactly what you're sort of checking for, okay? And they'll always have a maximum level and a minimum level, okay? So usually it needs to be sitting around the maximum level, okay? So the first one we're going to do is your washer bottle. I've just tapped this up there, but obviously you can see here it's got a windscreen that shows you the water gushing out. So that's for your washer jets to clean your windscreen on the car, okay? This one's a pretty big one. Some people have put some types of detergents and stuff in there in the past, but usually don't. What I put in there is some screen wash and water, okay? And the screen wash helps prevent the water from freezing up during the cold winter months, and then it gives a nice smell and cleans the windows nice enough. If you don't have any of that, a wee bit of vinegar might do, you know. Okay, so that's the sort of symbol that you're looking for there. Further on up, as you can see here, this is your brake fluid. This is the brake fluids, or the brake symbol, the circle with like the two pads coming around either side of it. And on that, hold on just to get a light. You can see just there, it says max, and there's a wee arrow pointing down. Switch just below the max mark there, which is perfect. Okay, now if that was really low and your light was flashing on, because there's a sensor in here to let you know that your level's low, it'll flash up on the dash. If your brake fluid's really low, it'll only be low for two reasons. One, that there'll be a leak in the system, which is very rare, and the other one will be that your brake pads are very low. Okay, but if we went down and had a look at these brake pads, I'm not sure if you can see, but you can see the brake pads just down there, they look fine, okay? So they're probably just worn down maybe 20%. So, and that's what you'd be looking for there. Okay, that's your brake fluid. So you should never really have to top your brake fluid up, okay? It just be replaced every 2 or 4 years depending on manufacturer, and that'll be replaced because it's what we call hydroscopic, okay? Hydroscopic, that'll be another video down the line. So you can see here the wee oil can symbol. Basically this is where we would tap the oil level up, okay? Now I have heard of people in the past putting oil right up until it comes up to here, but there's no need to do that, okay? Checking your oil is very simple. You have a dipstick over here, and you just pop out the dipstick. Okay, give us a wee second and I'll show you. Okay, so that's the dipstick out. And as you can see we've got two cutoffs on it. That's your maximum, that's your minimum. So I've just pulled this out. The first thing that you need to do is give that a clean. Okay, so you can actually see it says on it minimum and maximum. So you give it a clean, you put it back in. Obviously you do this while the car is not started. You pull it back out, and then we're able to see that is just, I don't know if the camera needs to focus slightly, but it's just below the maximum, which is perfect. Do not hold it upside down like this, or what's going to happen then is, as you can see, the oil's starting to run down it and it's going to give you a false reading. So always hold it sort of down the way, okay? But you have a maximum and a minimum. It needs to be just right on the maximum there. Okay, that's how you would check your oil level. Okay, so that leaves us with two more levels left. This one here in the reservoir is basically our water level. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see this, but you can see that it shows you how to check it here. You would never open your water either if the vehicle's hot, because your coolant will heat up to near 1,000 or 100 degrees Celsius, and that could pour right out and scald you. So be very careful. This car's pretty cold, and it's been laying a while, so it's cold enough to do it, okay? And when water's cold, it will be slightly low. So this is slightly low. In this type of vehicle, it has a float inside it. And what you then do is just top it up until it's on top of the max. I'll show you what I'm talking about now. So you can see down in there max and minimum. We're just sitting on top of the max, which is perfect for now. Okay, so that leaves us with one more. And you can see ATF oil only, which basically stands for automatic transmission fluid. Now, automatic transmission fluid can do your power steering also. This is your power steering reservoir here. So you would take that out and it has a dipstick on it. And the top notch there is your maximum and the bottom notch is the minimum. So it's just below maximum there, which is not too bad. So that could do with another wee top up, and you would top that up with ATF fluid. So this is simple checks you can do weekly or monthly, and it will sort of help keep the maintenance of the car up, and then you can sort of spot any issues. You know, if your coolant level keeps dropping or engine oil level keeps dropping, then you could indicate a leak in that system. So I hope this video helps you today on your checking your fluid levels. Any questions, pop them through. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks very much.